Canadian universities are recognized for their high-quality education and diverse student population. As more and more students consider pursuing higher education in Canada, one question that often arises is whether Canadian universities require the Graduate Record Examination, GRE, for admission to their graduate programs. The answer varies depending on the particular university and program. Some Canadian universities require GRE scores as a component of their admission process, while many others do not. Several universities in Canada offer graduate programs without requiring GRE scores at all. Students interested in pursuing graduate studies in Canada should research the specific requirements of the universities and programs they are interested in to determine whether they need to take the GRE. What is GRE? In the United States and Canada, the Graduate Record Exam, GRE, is a standardized test often required for admission to numerous graduate programs. It is designed to assess a student's readiness for graduate-level study and is administered by the Educational Testing Service, ETS. The GRE consists of verbal reasoning, quantitative reasoning, and analytical writing. The verbal reasoning section assesses a student's ability to analyze and evaluate written content and integrate its information. The quantitative reasoning section evaluates students' capacity to comprehend, interpret, and examine quantitative data while resolving issues utilizing mathematical principles. The analytical writing section measures students' ability to articulate complex ideas clearly and effectively. The GRE is a computer-based test that is administered year-round at testing centers around the world. The test takes approximately 3 hours and 45 minutes to complete, and scores are reported on a scale of 130 to 170 for the verbal and quantitative sections and 0 to 6 for the analytical writing section. Although the GRE is not a prerequisite for all graduate programs, many Canadian universities require it as a component of their admission process. The specific requirements vary by program and institution, so students should check with the programs they are interested in to determine whether the GRE is required. Do Canadian universities require GRE? When pursuing a graduate degree in Canada, many students wonder whether they need to take the GRE. The answer is complex, depending on the university and the program you are applying to. GRE requirements for Canadian universities. There is no universal requirement for GRE scores in Canadian universities. However, some universities and programs may require GRE scores as part of their admission process. It is essential to check with the university and program you are applying to determine whether you need to take the GRE. Canadian universities that require GRE. While many Canadian universities do not require GRE scores, some universities and programs may need them. For instance, the University of Toronto's Master of Science in Applied Computing program requires GRE scores. Other universities that may require GRE scores include McGill University, the University of Waterloo, Simon Fraser University, and Trent University. GRE optional universities in Canada. Some Canadian universities do not require GRE scores and have made it optional for students to submit their GRE scores. These universities include Carleton University, University of Manitoba, University of Winnipeg, Lakehead University, University of Prince Edward Island, and Royal Roads University. GRE scores for Canadian universities. GRE scores are reported in 3 sections: quantitative reasoning, verbal reasoning, and analytical writing. The highest possible GRE score is 340, and the scores are indicated in the percentile. The GRE scores required for admission to Canadian universities vary by program and university. However, a competitive applicant should achieve a 90th percentile or higher score. MS programs in Canada that accept GRE. Several Master of Science programs in Canada accepts GRE scores. Some of these programs include Masters in Business Analytics, MS in Computer Science, and MS in Data Science. Fields of study that require GRE in Canada. GRE scores are required in some fields of study in Canada. These fields include technology, business, education, psychology, English, biology, chemistry, physics, computer science, engineering, mathematics, arts and humanities, life sciences, social and behavioral science, pharmacy, and chemical and materials. Preparing for GRE. Students can use resources such as Yakut Prep or the Educational Testing Service, ETS, official GRE website to prepare for the GRE. It is essential to start preparing early and take practice tests to identify improvement areas. In conclusion, while many Canadian universities do not require GRE scores, some universities and programs may require them. It is crucial to check with the university and program you are applying to determine whether you need to take the GRE.